the city of Acre. Nearly 21 years have I ridden with Saladin. When word of the Saracen victory at Jerusalem reached Europe, another crusade was launched. The kings of the three most powerful nations in Europe, England, France, and the Holy Roman Empire, embarked for the Holy Land with hundreds of thousands of troops. Saladin knows that his most dangerous opponent is Richard the Lion-Hearted of England, a brilliant tactician who learned the art of war fighting against his own father. He builds colossal fortresses and fights always from the front lines, the ideal of a romantic warrior. Richard's army has come ashore near Acre. Much of Saladin's army is trapped in the city, while two monstrous English trebuchets pound at Acre's walls. If Richard can defeat our army here, then he can walk into Jerusalem unopposed. Saladin knows that this is the climax of his jihad. All the Crusader states have fallen. If the Saracens can hold onto Acre, then the Europeans will be forced to return home. If Acre falls, then the centuries-long nightmare of eternal war, raid and counter-raid begin again. All Saladin's victories will be for nothing.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to this video. Because this is our last mission,
let us give the infidel dogs of the West a sight the likes of which no son of Europe has ever seen.
Hey guys, what is up? So in this last mission, what I thought is, just to heat things up, I'm going to be using all the cheats I know. And in fact, what I'm going to do is try to destroy every single Crusader city there is using the cheats that I know. And the reason why I'm doing this is just because it's the last time I'm going to play Age of Empires. And I just thought to myself, you know, to spice things up, I wouldn't mind doing some cheats, to be honest. Right, so the first cheat I'm going to do is, and you guys can learn something if you guys are playing this game and want to use any cheats. The first one is Marco. It gives me a wide map of everything, and Polo. I can literally see everything in the map. Let's say, for example, I want, as you can see right now, I've got 1,200 wood. If I want to increase that, type in lumberjack. And there we go, we just got 10,000 wood. If I want to increase my food, cheese steak Jimmy's. And there's another 10,000, right? If I want to increase my gold, Robin Hood. If I want to increase my rock, is rock on. The monkey head. I just did that for the sake. I don't know why I did that. That's not a cheat. But anyway, what I am going to do is show you guys the ultimate cheat.
We shoot to kill.
Literally, because I'm cheating, there's you know, when you cheat, the missions take a lot less time, you know. I mean, that is the only sort of, you know, huge advantage, really. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, these missions can set you back a long time, you know. This one would take quite a while since it's hard to defend a wonder. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you the most elite cheat right now. So what I'm gonna do is show you guys now. So the way you do it is, how do you turn this on? Okay, and you get a car. How do you turn this on? 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 Right, so I've got 6 cars. And literally no lies here. These guys are absolutely just out of this world strong. So the first thing I'm going to do is intelligently come and attack Richard the Lionheart. And the reason why is because this guy is such a beast, man, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to show you how powerful these cars are. They are absolutely incredibly hard. As you guys can see, man, literally, man, these guys have got no hope in hell, man.
French soldiers heading for our walls.
So yeah, you know, it's so difficult to just, you know, sometimes complete this game. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. It's just the nature of the game. I mean, it can take you a long time. So henceforth, you know, when I first started playing this game, I'm not lying to you guys, man, I saw my biggest brother play this game, and he used to cheat a lot. I'm not even having that, like, I'm not even lying right now, man. So, but the only reason I'm cheating at the moment is purely entertainment reasons. I mean, it's a lot more cooler seeing these guys it's so much cooler. And you know, amazing thing is, honestly, man, you know, if just say for example, let's say for example, let's just say for example, some of your cars get injured, right? You can actually repair them. I'm not even kidding you guys, man, right now. You can actually repair them. And I'll show you very quickly how to repair them, very quickly. And a really good thing is how fast they can move. That's what gives these guys the massive edge, you know. That's what makes them so dangerous, honestly. I'm just gonna wait for a little bit longer. Okay, and the reason why I'm attacking Richard the Lionheart first is because Richard the Lionheart is an absolute great warrior. You know, he is a warrior. But I wouldn't compare him to Azad Salahuddin Ayyubi rahmatullah alayh. And purely because he... You know, Richard the Lionheart, remember one thing, the Crusaders had numerously more men, substantially more men than the Saracens. You know, the Saracens absolutely showed the Crusaders the meaning of compassion, and they fought them with such spirit. And you know, a lot of people get this word mistaken. they think that jihad is some sort of this sort of saying where it's alright to kill everybody. Jihad actually means, seriously, if you want to know the actual meaning of jihad means struggle, okay? And don't get me wrong, it is very, very difficult to sometimes look at the Muslims in a good way because of all the sort of media, the way they portray Islam. But Islam is a peaceful religion, and remember, the Crusade Wars, right? They were started via propaganda. The Muslims, the Christians, the Jews, everybody was living in peace within Jerusalem. The Muslims never ever, killed any Christians. They were living in absolute peace. It was until propaganda started, which is why the Crusade Wars started. And the Crusade Wars caused such devastation, honestly. And when the Muslim people, when the Muslim world, when the first crusade started and a huge amount of numbers of crusaders came, they butchered 100,000 Muslims. God knows how many thousands and thousands of Muslims passed away on that day. The number must be absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. It really must be massive. And the reason, these all started via propaganda, honestly. The Muslims never ever did that. And then they became the famous holy wars, Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just waiting for one of my villagers to come down and repair my men, really. So yeah, and they butchered so many Muslims. It was, oh my God, so many Muslims died. The blood was coming to their knees. It really was, absolutely. Yeah. If you want to repair your cars, just get a villager and you can easily repair them. It's not hard at all. Actually, before we attack, just gonna wait for the cars to recover. So I hope you guys have learned a few of the cheats that if you do struggle, that you can deploy, you can use them. Just gonna recover all the cars before I attack again. So yeah, and when Hazrat Salahuddin Ayyubi rahmatullah alayhi, or Saladin, as many other people call him, his dream was to liberate Jerusalem. Honestly, food and water didn't taste good to him. And in fact, some people said to him, "You're going to lose an eye." And he said, "Even if I walk into Jerusalem blind, I will take it." He was that motivated to take it back. And, the people that inspired him were warriors. Great men make other great men. His sort of role models were Hazrat Nuruddin and Hazrat Imaduddin, the founders of the madrasa system. They did great work, and he was, in fact, he was destined for all these great things. In fact, when he was born, before he was born, his mother had a sort of a dream that she was giving birth in her womb. She had one of the swords of Almighty God. That is incredible. I'm gonna do is very quickly build one of these. I'm surprised they're coming for these guys when oh, it looks like we're gonna have a trebuchet fight here. What else I'm gonna do is very quickly just research on how to make the men a little bit better, and yeah, just focus on these as well. Can focus on bringing some more money in as well. The game itself becomes really easy when the game becomes really easy when you've got men. I'm surprised Jerusalem haven't resigned. Have they got more men? I can't see any. Yo, I bet you they've got like one villager. They're here. I'm sure the other Crusader people are helping the other Crusaders. They haven't given up yet. You know, in fact, Azad Salahuddin's biggest aspiration in life was to become a scholar. And you know,
Lord Saladin, the Shah of Persia is sending reinforcements by transport.
oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. But I'm sort of can't get my head around why these guys haven't quit. I've literally got one man there in the corner. So, I mean, the only thing I need to do now is just... I need to... Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, they knocked down my castle, I'll tell you that. Gotta get another one built as soon as possible, man. I was not expecting that, I'll be honest with you boys.
Templars preparing to attack.
Are they? Oh, these guys ain't kidding, are they? Oh, the Shah of Persia, the nice guy sending me these lovely elephants, let me tell you that. Very nice. Cheers, man. I was just gonna ask where my other car's gone. Right. So we're just very quickly gonna attack the next Crusader city in a bit. Another cheat is no, wait. Wait. It's I can't remember what it is, but it makes things go quicker. Oh, forget it. Doesn't matter. Right, it's almost time to attack. Whoa! I'm gonna use my elephants as well. See, yeah, you know, after Hazrat Salahuddin won the Crusade battle, the Second Crusade battle, his major victory, his huge victory, was in the Battle of Hittin, where he was very, very intelligent in that battle, and his strategy was foolproof. Remember, this guy was a man who lived for God, where most kings used to sleep in a nice nice palace on their beautiful beds. He used to sleep in the tent. Whilst they were sleeping, he was dodging arrows. This guy was, he used to spend nights and nights praying to God for help. What he did was, in the Battle of Hittin, he was very clever in the sense that he wanted the Crusaders to come out of their castles, and therefore it would be easier to kill Reginald de Chatillon, or Reynald de Chatillon, who was attacking caravans. He was causing a lot of trouble, and essentially what he said was he was going to get the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's blessed body, and bring it to his castle in Kerak. That's what he said he's going to do, and he's going to charge the Muslims to see it. And what Hazrat Salahuddin Ayyubi did, rahmatullah alayh, they sent Usama bin Lutlut to intercept him and defeat him and bring him back. And Hazrat Salahuddin said, by my own hands I will kill Reynald de Chatillon. So very cleverly, he made the Crusaders come out of their walls to fight him without the crucial food and water, especially water. People were just dying. And he burnt the brushwood, and he poisoned the water, the ponds and stuff, the lakes, so they couldn't drink water. And he showered arrows upon them. And he also took the holy relic, the holy cross, which the Crusaders believed brought them victory each and every time. And he defeated them relatively easily in the Battle of Hittin. It was a very one-sided battle, but I have to admit, the Christian charges were very, very deep. They were very hard to deal with. Remember, the Crusaders were not soft. They were very, very difficult. They were very hard, and they were united. The entire Europe was coming down. You know what I mean?
I see warships sighted.
So, you know, huge amount of men were coming. Right, I think I'm good to go. Right, where are these guys? Right. However, you know, after the Battle of Hittin and after the siege of Jerusalem, where Hazrat Salahuddin liberated Jerusalem, the Crusaders sent the most huge amount of army. The Pope actually died of shock. And, you know, Richard the Lionheart bore like 200,000 men. Frederick Barbarossa was rumored to bring an army of 300,000 men. And his army was that big, he had to come by sea. And he was taunting Hazrat Salahuddin Ayyubi Rahmatullah alayhi, saying, you know, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you, I'm going to do this. And, you know, really taunting a person who is God's friend, you know. And God punished Frederick Barbarossa. And the way he did it was, Frederick Barbarossa, he thought he was a great warrior. And in fact, what happened to this guy was he died in a small pond, basically. He drowned and died in it. He was quite old. I think he was touching 70. But that was a massive blow to the Germans. And then the Germans, a lot of their men, got disease. And they were no longer able to, you know, fight. And in fact, some of them drowned as well. And out of that massive army that came of 300,000 men, they say only 1,000 reached the gates, which is absolutely unbelievable. Yo, this is gonna be exciting. I've got these war elephants from Persia. And damn, can these guys do some damage, man? Yeah, elite war elephants, man. I'm gonna see how long I can keep the war elephants alive for, man. I think that's gonna be quite exciting for me. Alright, where's my lovely cars gone? Well, as you guys can see, my cars are quite damaged. Yo, how did they get over here?
Genoese warship sighted.
Yo, I've got to admit, you know, these guys, they are very, very difficult to beat, man. What I'm gonna do is very quickly just repair some of these guys, man. They look pretty injured, you know. So I do wanna, you know, make them okay. Right, my camel, the camels are here now, and I feel confident in attacking now soon. So what I am gonna do is very quickly. I am gonna attack now. I think now is perfect time to attack. But before I go, I do want to recover some of these cars, man. these elephants could do some serious damage, man. Just saying, man, they are so powerful. Yo, the elephants are having a grand time, I'm telling you. Yo, I didn't know the Knights Templars just suddenly gave up. I wonder what's happened to them. When I was attacking them left, right and centre, they weren't attacking. But I think what's happening is the Crusader cities are helping each other. So, as soon as one's falling, they're just falling like dominoes, really. But these elephants are crazy good, man. I can't believe how good they are. Right, I do want them to destroy this. Right, what I'm gonna do now is my car should be fully... Oh no.
Genoese warship sighted.
Almost repaired. Cobra cars, 500 life. It's almost done. Dude, listen to that noise, man, when they're destroying things, man. Now that I've only got 3 cars, the other ones are being repaired. As soon as they're done, we'll march them up as well to battle. Oh my god, that is not what I wanted. The good thing about these cars, they're fast, they've got range. They're complete, man. Almost finished now. I'm surprised they all haven't given up. So Hazrat Salahuddin wins the second and third crusade war and defeats everybody. Shortly after, the great man gets ill and passes away. You know, he was the king of 5 different countries: Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, Syria, Egypt, and yet he couldn't afford his own funeral because he used to give everything away. This man lived for God and lived for the Muslims. Whoa. Oh my god, the only problem with these cars is they cause collateral damage. It's just Jerusalem left, but I don't know where they are. Where is Jerusalem? I don't understand. How come Jerusalem hasn't given... how come they didn't die? I'm trying to locate Jerusalem. There's just nothing of them. Yeah, so Hazrat Salahuddin Ayyubi Rahmatullah Alayhi died of, they got a bit ill, and essentially they returned back to their Lord. What a great man he was. What a great man he was. One of the greatest heroes of this religion, and no one will deny that. Nobody. He wasn't a nationalist. He was a real Muslim. He loved Islam, and he defended this religion using his sword. He didn't start it, he just ended it. Ah, subhanallah. Anyway, where are these guys, man? I mean, I don't understand. Who's left? Jerusalem? Right, but Jerusalem got nothing on them, man. They've got nothing left. From what I can see, everybody's dead. There's literally nothing here, man. Jerusalem was based here in this camp over there, in this area here. They were destroyed. Is this a glitch? I'll try to look. Maybe I could just use a cheat.
The first year of my freedom. The fighting is over. The fire has gone out of Richard's lust for conquest. The two respected adversaries started speaking, finally, of peace. War is not gentle with men's health. Richard fell ill with a fever. Because he respected his enemy, Saladin sent Richard fruit and mountain snow to comfort him. Soon enough, Richard boarded a ship headed back to England. The Third Crusade is over. The final treaty was signed on September 2nd, 1192. By its terms, Jerusalem remains in Saracen hands, but Christian pilgrims are to be allowed to visit all the holy places freely and safely. It seems a fitting compromise to a war that has been fought over religion and land. The war is over, but I do not think I shall ever see Normandy again. I want to see the steel foundries in Damascus, and the gardens of the Caliph in Baghdad. I have never seen the mighty Crag de Chalier, now fallen fortress of the Knights Templar. The Holy Land has many wondrous sights, and I can spend a lifetime here. It is peace in the Holy Land, for the moment. Sadly, in a land so small, home to so many different cultures, birthplace of 3 of the world's great religions, I suspect that blood may one day stain the sand again.
Alright, thank you very much for watching. Peace out.